Yeah, the way this tournament works is that the boats are allowed to weigh one fish each day. And this is in addition to junior or ladies fishes. Those fish count for a big fish format, which is what most of the tournament is based on. Also, just to give a nod to the skilled anglers, our second place, which is $7,000, is a two-day aggregate of one fish each day. So that makes it kind of interesting. Another interesting thing that we've done this year is have a segment of our prizes, 5 prizes, reserved for boats that are 23 feet and smaller. And they're eligible to win prizes in the rest of the tournament, but we've reserved it for those smaller boats. And that has allowed us to pay a total of 27 main prizes, with 5 of them reserved for boats that are 23 feet and smaller. And it's really helped our participation. We had 178 boats this year. 77 of them were boats that were 23 feet and smaller. I mean, 77 boats is like a tournament. I mean, that's like a whole tournament.
On day 2 of the Golden Isles Kingfish Classic, Georgia Outdoor News went along with the Constant Threat team, Spud Woodward, Paul Metters, and Dominic Guadagnoli, all from Brunswick and all DNR marine fisheries biologists.
What we're doing is trying to catch some live bait. So what we're doing is waiting for the baits to come up and flip, and we can get a good throw on top of the schools. We've got some dead baits, and we're going to be using those to supplement our live bait spread, but we need to get some of these menhaden, or pogies as we call them, to go ahead and be able to head out to our fishing spot.
Oh my God.
We'll curl out of the better ones then.
All right.
Watch out, we're coming right by you there. Put about 30 in there. We're at a piece of live bottom off of Amelia Island, Florida, which is just on the border, the Georgia-Florida border. This is a spot that produced some good quality fish on the first day of the tournament. Several of the leading fish came from down here. And this is just a piece of scattered low relief live bottom, but everybody's trying to sort of fish one general spot on this live bottom. And that way we're all kind of doing a little ring around the rosy here, trying to get our baits into what we hope will be the productive zone.
We're going to rig a double pogie rig on this. It's a 7-strand wire. It's a single strand 40-pound wire. And I've got the Eagle Claw hooks. I'm going to take the first, it's a single hook for the first pogie. I'm going to hook it right through his nose. Right out the other side, right through the tough part of his nose. The other hook's a treble hook. I'm going to hook it the same way, right through the pogie's nose. You want them to trail just alike. So I'm going to stick one of the barbs through his nose. I'm going to hold on to it, make sure they trail real well, and then we're going to put it in the water and make sure that they don't turn upside down.
Oh yeah, our king.
The little king.
Ain't big enough to matter. Just tail him and get the hooks out of him if you can.
The first king of the day, a 10-pounder, hit a live pogie at 1 p.m. just off Amelia Island.
Thought that was going to be the one there.
I'm trying to tail him. He don't want to be tailed, does he? I don't think you can get those hooks. Give it to him.
Well, right now we've got 5 baits out. You're allowed to fish 6 lines during this tournament, which is pretty standard amongst all king mackerel tournaments. We're fishing 5 lines right now. If you've got a good, well-drilled crew like we've got here today, you can manage those lines pretty easily. The important thing is to try to cover the water column. You know, fish something down deep, like a ribbon fish on a downrigger, something in the middle of the water column, like a live bait, and then a couple of flat lines, one close to the back of the boat and one on out behind the boat. And the downrigger works real good for presenting dead baits and getting them down to an exact depth where you're marking bait pods and that kind of thing. We just put out a rigged dead Spanish mackerel, which is one of the dead baits I talked about in the July issue of Georgia Outdoor News. There are some live Spanish out here. We just recently caught one. But it was a little bit on the big side for us to troll, so we put our dead Spanish back out, and we're going to see what will happen on that. They're hitting ribbon fish, which is a good sign, which means they'll probably key off on that Spanish mackerel as well. Yep. Ate the ribbon from my downrigger.
The second king of the day, another 10-pound fish, hit a dead ribbon fish on the downrigger.
See if you can tail him without getting yourself hurt, and we'll get the whole rig back, I believe. Just be careful. Yeah, hold it down. There's the long bait right there now.
Don't put it in gear. I guess you heard it. Okay. Okay. You got it?
Oh my goodness, they have another big fish.
We caught the fish on the John Bird Bottom, north of St.Simons. We hooked the fish up approximately 3 p.m. The fish was caught on a live pogie while we were letting the bait back. We had very little activity up to the time that we caught the fish. We had actually only had probably 3 bites at that time during the day. And so it was a very slow day, but learning from old Captain Bob Dunnigan, we always keep our worm in the water and we work hard till the last minute.